Jonathan Fitzherbert Mackenzie, also known as Mr. Mac and Brother Mac of Guyana, who resided at Central Guava State St. John, a former teacher at the St. Mark's Secondary School and the Grenada Boys Secondary School, and retired education officer for St. John's St. Mark's District, passed away on Friday, August 16, 2024, at the age of 71. He was the husband of June Mackenzie, father of Charmin and Michael Mackenzie, brother of Paul, Denise, Patrick and Stephen Mackenzie, Wendy Semple, Maple Griffith and Bernice Mackenzie London. Neighbours and friends of Central Guava State and Guave, past staff members and students of the St. Mark's Secondary School and the Grenada Boys Secondary School, staff at the Ministry of Education, the pastor and members of Elim Pentecostal Church Guave St. John, the pastor and members of the Guave Open Bible Church, and members of the GUT Retired Teachers Association St. John's Chapter. The funeral of the late Jonathan Fitzherbert Mackenzie, also known as Mr. Mac and Brother Mac of Guyana, who resided at Central Guava State St. John, will take place on Thursday, September 5th, commencing with tributes at 1 p.m. and service at 2 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Guave Open Bible Church. Burial will take place in Guyana at a later date. No flowers by request. In lieu of flowers, an offering will be taken for the GUT Retired Teachers Association St. John's Chapter Scholarship of Excellence. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Teresa James of Lamode St. George died on Sunday, August 18, 2024, at the age of 65. She was the mother of Nick James, stepmother of Andy, mother-in-law of Dana Duncan, grandmother of Delon and Danielle in New York, and Brianna in Grenada, brothers and sisters Jean in England, Cecilia in Trinidad, Yvonne in Canada, Claver, Raymond, Henry, Angus, Robert all in Grenada, and Fitzroy in St. Martin. Many nieces and nephews too numerous to mention. Sister-in-law to Agnes Edwards, Carmen James, Catherine Victor, Lynette Edwards, and Manu James. Other relatives and friends including Frank Frame and family, the Charles family of Grandaunts, the Moore family of Beaulieu, and Rita Johnson of River Road, Angela James, Carol James, Joy Johnson, Martin and Alva Lawrence of Beaulieu, Kay, Nanny, Josette, Decima, Maria, the Batiste family of Beaulieu, Lennox Granger of Montmoritz, the Honourable Peter David and Dr. the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell. Many other friends and cousins in St. Vincent, England, New York, Trinidad, Lamode, Willis, Vendham, Boca and Grenville. The funeral service for the late Teresa James of Lamode St. George will take place on Thursday, September 5th at 1 p.m. with tributes. Funeral service will be held at the Our Lady Help of Christians RC Church, Beaulieu, followed by entombment at the Beaulieu Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Emmanuel John, also known as Benedict of Riverside St. Patrick, who resided at Darbo St. George, retired employee of Vector Control and a volunteer traffic warden on Cemetery Hill, passed away on Tuesday, July 9, 2024, at the age of 62. Left to mourn his caregiver, Rhonda Charles. He was the nephew of Rose Miller, also known as Mildred, brother of Vero Patterson in Trinidad. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends, including Valista, Ricky and Kim Francis, Sharon Roberts, Commander Andrew, Nicia and Darwin Caliste, Lorian and Twine and family, the Cato and Lacrette families, Teresa Charles, the Caliste, Forsyth, Andrew and Williams families, members of the Vector Control Unit, the Honourable Peter David, MP for the town of St. George, and friends and neighbours of Riverside, Cemetery Hill, Darbo and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Emmanuel John, also known as Benedict, of Riverside St. Patrick, who resided at Darbo St. George, will take place on Thursday, September 5th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, according to Roman Catholic rites, and entombment will be at the St. George's Centre Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Esther Braffett Johnson of Richmond Hill, St. George, Grenada, died peacefully on the 10th of August in Brooklyn, New York, surrounded by her loving family at the age of 72. Esther is survived by her 6 children: Gillian Braffett Maxime, Patrick Ambrose, Jennifer, Melissa, Jessica Johnny Johnson, brothers George, Hayden, Hamilton Ashton, and Bob Holder, sisters Josepha, Maria Ashton Joseph, Barbara St. Louis, and Janice Jeremiah, 9 grandchildren, many nieces and nephews, 2 brothers-in-law, 1 sister-in-law, a very special friend, Joe, many special friends and relatives including the Braffett, Park, Worm, Sandiford, Bowen, Williams, and Holder families of the surrounding areas. A celebration of the life of Esther Braffett Johnson will be held on the 6th and 7th of September at 9:45 a.m. at St. Catherine of Genoa, Brooklyn, New York. Interment will be at the Rosedale Cemetery in New Jersey. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Veronica Charles, also known as Miss Evil, of Close Rock, Westerhall, St. David, passed away on Wednesday, 28 August 2024, at the age of 63. The funeral arrangements for the late Veronica Charles, also known as Miss Evil, of Close Rock, Westerhall, St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Claudette Clark, also known as Margaret, of Grand Mall, St. George, passed away on Monday, 2nd September 2024, at the age of 62. The funeral arrangements for the late Claudette Clark, also known as Margaret, of Grand Mall, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Costel Anastasia Harford, also known as Mom, of Happy Hill, St. George, who resided at Grand Bra, St. Andrew, passed away on Wednesday, 28 August 2024, at the age of 90. The funeral arrangements for the late Costel Anastasia Harford, also known as Mom, of Happy Hill, St. George, who resided at Grand Bra, St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Rianson Bullen of Laborie, St. George, who resided at Westerhall, St. David, died on Thursday, the 29th of August, at the age of 70. The funeral arrangements for the late Rianson Bullen will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Agatha Alexis, also known as Tanker, of Florida Guelph, St. John, passed away on Sunday the 1st of September at the age of 92. The funeral service for the late Agatha Alexis, also known as Tanker, of Florida Guelph, St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Milton Francis, also known as Breaky, of Coast Guard, St. Mark, passed away on Sunday, 25th August 2024, at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Milton Francis, also known as Breaky, of Coast Guard St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Emery Noel, also known as Felix, of Grand Arms House in Scheme St. George, died on Tuesday, August 27, 2024, at the age of 77. The funeral arrangements for the late Emery Noel, also known as Felix, of Grand Arms House in Scheme St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Cuthbert Stephen of Florida St. John, who resided at Mardi Gras St. George, passed away on Saturday the 24th of August at the age of 56. The funeral service arrangements for the late Cuthbert Stephen of Florida St. John, who resided at Mardi Gras St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Frank Flanders Thomas of Hermitage St. Patrick, who resided at Tivoli St. Andrew, passed away on Sunday the 18th of August 2024 at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Frank Thomas Flanders of Hermitage St. Patrick, who resided at Tivoli St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Hensley B. Harry, also known as Loy, of Diego P. St. Mark, passed away on Wednesday, August 21, 2024, at the age of 68. The funeral arrangements for the late Hensley B. Harry, also known as Loy, of Diego P. St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Margot Dubois, also known as Pam, of Trubru St. George, died on August 10, 2024, at the age of 75. The funeral arrangements for the late Margot Dubois, also known as Pam, of Trubru St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Tanisha Samuel, also known as Titi, Tenny, and Chicken, of Trinidad, who resided at Fontenoy St. George, passed away on Wednesday, August 7, 2024, at the age of 29. The funeral arrangements for the late Tanisha Samuel, also known as Titi, Tenny, and Chicken, of Trinidad, who resided at Fontenoy St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Bertrand Joseph Edwards, also known as Pluto, of Grand Row St. John, passed away on Saturday, 3rd August 2024, at the age of 59. The funeral arrangements for the late Bertrand Joseph Edwards, also known as Pluto, of Grand Row St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.
On behalf of this entire network, our congregations, and I, Pastor Happy, we do send our deepest condolences to you and your family, even in this time that could be very painful, very challenging, very hard time of agony, bereavement. We're here to pray with you, to encourage you. You know, it could be a very painful time. A bishop lost his son, and he was crying, God, where are you? And he felt like he received this voice inwardly saying to him, you know, I am in the same place where I was when I lost my son. You know, God even went through this time, and we all go through this time, and sometimes it could be very hard, very challenging, but we pray that God will strengthen you. And I want to pray this prayer and scripture upon your life from Psalms 147, verse 3. It says that the Lord heals your brokenheartedness, and God bind up your wounds. That's our prayer. We know you're brokenhearted, but God will heal you. And Isaiah 41 verse 10 says, fear not, So this time, don't be afraid. We pray that fear will go from you. He says, I am with you. I will strengthen you. We pray that strength and that knowledge and revelation, knowing that God is with you. He says, I will help you. I will uphold you. He will hold you up. Sometimes people just collapse even in this time, but God will hold you up. He will strengthen you. And we pray 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 16 into your life. It says, now the Lord of peace himself give you peace always by all means. So we pray that God will give you peace always. He will strengthen you. He will be with you even in this time. For the believer, we know to be absent in the body is to be present with the Lord. The Bible says that in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 8. So when we leave our body as believers, we are with the Lord. And Jesus said to Martha in John chapter 11, verse 25, he says, I am the resurrection and life. He that believes in me, though he was dead, yet he shall live again. So there's life after death. And we pray that if you want to see your loved ones, hence Colossians chapter 1, verse 27 says, Christ in me, the hope of glory. So Christ is your hope to see your loved ones again. So today you can embrace him as your Lord, as your Savior. And we pray that God will help every one of you. The Bible also tells us, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. So we pray that God will give you peace, and as you embrace him today, you have everlasting life. You have hope, even in this life. And he continues to strengthen you every day as you go. Hold on to Jesus. Hold on to God. Cry out, pray, and he will strengthen you. So may God bless you. May God keep you. May God be gracious unto you. May God cause his face to shine upon you. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Love you.